want to give out the location, but you got to keep in mind, fam, for someone to give out this address during this moment is someone very close. It wasn't broadcast on social media. Now, we also hear from a father who lost his 14-year-old son, a dad who had to watch it happen with his own eyes, a man trying to shield both of his kids because he had more than two there that night, trying to cover his daughter, trying to get to his son, and realizing it was already too late. But what really pushed me to bring this back to you guys immediately was the mom who hosted the party. She has now spoken twice, once right after the news crew arrived, and again the following day after leaving downtown. And the second time, she opened up even more about what she saw, what she heard, and what she had to live through that night. Whether she intended to or not, she revealed details that paint a much clearer and honestly, a much darker picture of what really happened that night. And that's why we're here, fam, to make sure our family in Sacramento and surrounding areas is on point. So you can call this an update, but this is information that needs to be spreaded to the family because this story is still developing. The person responsible is still out there, and the community is still hurting. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Now, 2 days later, a sign that screams Nyla's second birthday, a label rested in the parking lot of 1937 Lucille Avenue in Stockton, frozen in time filled with half-eaten food in the background. As mentioned, this was the site that hosted a child's birthday party that became the scene of a mass shooting that killed 4 people, 3 of them children, and wounded 11. The shooting occurred right before 6 p.m. Saturday in the unincorporated area of Stockton. Monday, authorities continued searching for suspects, and the city continued searching for answers as the FBI to offer an $80,000 reward for information into the shooting. Now, for those who didn't check the first video out, I'll leave the link in the bio. I advise you to do so before checking this out. The rapper Nano, who's also the dad of the kid who was hosting the party, he ended up getting arrested after the mass shooting. Him, alongside another named Billy Williams, aka Dougie, was also arrested. Now, as mentioned in the last video, based on information that they put out online, they allegedly affiliated with MB and Flyboys. Also in attendance was the rapper MB Nail, who was allegedly shot. Not only was he shot, right next to him was a 14-year-old kid who was seconds away from shaking his hand. His dad, who's not even from Stockton, came up to the birthday party because his son was a huge fan of the rapper. He ended up getting struck by a masked gunman who didn't shoot from the parking lot, fam, who walked inside the establishment and started to shoot. So not only was he brave enough to hop out on feet, but he managed to get away. And on top of that, he knew kids was in there. Now, fam, the 14-year-old victim was later identified by his parents as Amari. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. Now, I want you guys to hear from his dad.
Or suspects still on the run, the FBI offering $50,000 for an arrest, and that's on top of the $25,000 already offered by Crime Stoppers, Stockton Mayor Christina Fugazi and Councilwoman Mariela Ponce. Now, within the last few hours, we've also learned the others who were wounded, ranging in age from 8 to 35.
So we have your reporters covering every angle of this mass shooting, including calls from the Stockton mayor for asking for federal resources to fight gang violence. But first, we're hearing from the family of that 14-year-old victim killed in this shooting.
So awful. It's an interview you'll see only on CBS 13. Your reporter, Tori Apodaca, sat down with that family for an emotional interview, as you can imagine, that may be hard for some viewers to hear. Tori.
Legato cinematic strings. Ooh, hold on.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. We are going to pull up Co-Producer, which is the newest plugin from
Dominic Marley, it truly was a chilling conversation. That family is not from Stockton, but they traveled here for a child's birthday party. What started as an innocent celebration turned into a massacre. The father of 14-year-old Amari Peterson says that his son was really looking forward to meeting one of the rappers who was at this party. He says that his son was just about to shake hands with one of them when the bullets went flying. Their pain is still very raw, and we want to warn you that it may be hard to hear some of these details.
I have an image of my son dying in my head over and over and over and over. Then him smiling, then him walking away, then him smiling, then he coming. Like, I just keep seeing my son in my head.
It's painful images Patrick Peterson is now stuck replaying of his 14-year-old son, Amari, who was shot to death while at a child's birthday party.
You know, his nickname was Ferrari Mari. That was my nickname for him.
Ferrari Mari. He was fast.
Yeah, he was really fast.
Images unlike the hundreds he has of Amari smiling hung on the walls of his home.
Oh my God, he took my baby.
Countless memories he's now holding close.
Maybe I should have just dove in front of the bullets and maybe he'll still be alive.
When bullets started flying, Peterson says it felt unreal. He grabbed his baby girl.
Man, what would y'all do, gang? Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, you know, it's time to, where these niggas at? You know what I'm saying? Whoever did it, like, I'm going on a personal mission, gang. Because for number one, y'all shot in a parking lot? Come on, gang. Like that, man, it's unforgivable, homie. Unforgivable. And just looking at this, homie, y'all got to realize that now y'all see this. Hey, if it can happen in Stockton, it can happen in California, it can happen in Texas, LA, anywhere. Stop letting your kids go to these parties, man. Because you don't, 9 out of 10, you want your son to have fun or your daughter to have fun, but these outings, the baby daddy, the recipient of that child could be in some danger. You don't know what the father done out here on this blacktop. And how many times have y'all went to a birthday party and it was a shootout on the same block? Man, just cut it out, man. We ain't doing none of that 2026, man. Y'all better learn from this, because if y'all don't, man, somebody else might be next. Let's go.
To duck behind a kitchen counter and then rush to Amari when he saw he was down.
I'm on top of Amari. I'm trying to grab him. I'm like trying to see where he's hit because he's just sitting there just going. And I'm just like, man, I'm like, where you hit at? Where you hit at?
He discovered a bullet hole the size of a nickel on Amari's chest. Despite being rushed to the hospital in life-saving efforts, Amari didn't make it, leaving Peterson, his wife, and other children who were there too, heartbroken.
My daughter, she got hit. I could have lost her, you know, and she it's gonna change her for life. My son is gonna change him for life.
Peterson says he lost the boy who made him the man he is today.
I was his coach.
Building Amari a life that he never had.
He got straight A's. He was a good student. He was a good team player. He was athletic.
Do you have any words for whoever is responsible for all of this?
So if you have enough sense to pick up a gun and aim and shoot it, you got enough sense to take your responsibility of your actions.
A senseless act that left 2 other children and a 21-year-old dead.
This was one of the shoes that he had on the night. And his blood is on there.
And a father searching for peace with parting words to his golden boy.
And daddy is sorry, and daddy love you, and daddy miss you.
You can't ask
Daddy ain't gonna never be ready without you.
You can truly just hear the heartbreak in that father's voice. Patrick Peterson, he says that he feels like first responder.
Hey, what y'all think, chat? Because at the end of the day, I like what he said, though, right? He's saying that, hey, if you man enough to you know, shoot up a function, you should be man enough to be accounted for your actions. You know, do y'all think they would willingly just turn themselves in? Hell no. Hell no. You see what I'm saying? I mean, what did y'all expect? Y'all came and shot at a parking lot, inside the parking lot. And y'all just shot bullet rounds. Y'all didn't even see. Y'all just shot through, man, y'all just shot through them walls. What y'all want to knock everything down? It was a 2-year-old birthday party. I don't understand how any man in his right mind could be cool with that. Knowing you got a mama, you got kids and all that you know, I'm if you ask me, I would say, yeah, Friday ass, nigga. Yeah. Subject them to yeah, they gotta go. Yeah, no jail time. Put them on a chair and Friday ass. That's all I'm gonna say. Just fry them. It's no way that you could possibly think that you got, first of all, going on the missions, you got to have the mindset to go do something like that. Whoever dropped that Addy knew that it was a 2-year-old birthday party. That person was there. How did they get the load anyway? So we know somebody gave them the Addy, but the fact that, and the person who dropped the Addy, no good. No bueno. Let's go. That's crazy.
Could have done more to save his son. He also mentioned that he did see one of the gunmen who entered the building. He says that he was wearing all black and a mask, so he was completely unidentifiable. Of course, investigators are still searching for the shooting suspect or suspects.
Meet Patrice Williams. That's Nyla's mother. She walked out of Superior Court on an unrelated matter on Monday, and she briefly spoke to a news reporter and said the following. I'm going to let you guys hear what she had to say, but later on that night, she went live, and I just later played that video as well.
3 signs your car accident is worth major compensation. If you've been in a car accident recently...
Feel, chat. Is y'all smelling what she's selling, though? This the young lady who got 3 baby daddies from the same hood. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she from the same hood as them, but you know, a lot of people off the back will look at her integrity like, damn, nigga, how you have 3 babies by 3 different niggas from the same hood? You know what I'm saying? But you know, people can't change their lives, man. But for the most part, she said something that messed me up. She said they made a mistake. That wasn't no mistake, man. That was no mistake whatsoever. Let's go.
So fucked up, bro. So fucked up. Just so sorry to all the family. Like, nobody will ever understand how I feel, bro. I feel so fucked up. I wish they could have just took me. Like, I feel like they could have just took me hard. Like, why do they have to take everybody? Why do they have to take everybody? Why did they have to shoot everybody? Why did they have to shoot my sister, my cousins, these babies, bro? Do you know how much I have? I feel like I owe so much.
You know what? Absolutely. So, you know, I only mentioned that the 2 little girls that's 8 and 9, Amari was 14 years old, and the 21-year-old man, but also there were 11 other people injured, shot, regardless. 11 other people got hit. So they said they shot over 100 to 150 rounds at that party. So you knowing these is not no handguns. You know what I'm saying? We talking about street sweepers. They put out them street sweep 150 rounds. That's trying to annihilate the whole party. You see what I'm saying? I don't know how many people. I can only imagine it was probably 100 and some people at the party. 7.6 tools, 2.2Rs, you know, all of that, man. Come on, man. Come on. Let's go.
Like, explanation. I owe so much to these people. Like, I just don't know what to do, bro. My babies, bro. Like, my babies is so terrifying. This is crazy, and I would never want no type of pity party for nothing. I just want everybody to love and just love these parents that have been going through everything. Like, I know it was my party, but I really want everybody just to give the parents and the kids love and support, whatever they can do for them. Please, y'all, just help these parents, y'all. I know I'm only one person and I can't do much.
Notice how she keeps saying and don't do me like that. I mean, yeah, you can hear a little empathy, but she's using her as a reference too much. It ain't about you. You got all your kids. None of your kids died. Let's go.
Let me show you something that makes me furious every time I see it. This is a real tax return from someone making $284,972.
Please, for everybody in my inbox, like, I thank you for trying to reach out and all this, but like, if y'all can help me help them, it would be great. Like, please. It's really, really hard for me. Like, I don't know what to do. I can only imagine, bro. Like, it was my baby.
She gonna have to move. It's no way she can stay in Stockton. Yeah, pack your shit. Pack your shit. Get up out of there. There's no way. Your kids can't even go to that same school. They go blame your mama. They gonna bully your kids. They gonna come up with some horrific name for your mama when you're going to school, your kids is going to be taunted. You know what I'm saying? Multiple people got shot, kids died, adults died, and you like, don't do me like that, and y'all can't blame. Man, come on, man. You knew your baby daddy was a gangbanger. Look, if your baby daddy gangbang, don't have your shit in no regular location. Hell no, nigga. You go somewhere in the mountains, nigga. Tuck that shit away. Let's go.
Well, I don't know. My party. My party, bro. Y'all don't understand. And like, I know everybody just bypass me and be like, you know, she ain't lose nobody. Like, she didn't lose her kid, like, or she didn't do this or she didn't do that. She should never have that party, or nothing would have happened. Like, y'all can't have that type of attitude. Y'all can't have that type of, like, y'all can't have that type of attitude with me. Y'all can't be like that with me because it wasn't my fault. It was nobody's fault. Nobody even knew that was gonna happen. I try to bring everybody together. Literally, I thought.
What you mean nobody knew that was going to happen? Somebody gave the address. Somebody dropped the low. If somebody didn't drop the addy, this would have never happened. You can't say nobody didn't know that was going to happen. Somebody gave up the address. This is why I say, man, y'all got to be careful, man. Be careful who you choose to invite to your kid's party. Let's go.
We was all having a good time until all that stuff happened. I just want everybody just to please just give me that. Just please, bro. Please. Just give all this family love and support, donations, whatever. Like, I'm trying to do whatever I can to just provide for this family, like these families and kids and like everybody that's had gun violence, period. My sister, my cousins, please, system, presence, whatever y'all have to do. If y'all have any type of therapy, anything, just reach out to these people, please. Like, that's all I ask. I don't ask for too much. I literally appreciate everybody that has reached out to me. I know some people would like to be nosy. Some people, this is like some movie stuff, and I would never even thought I would have went through this, and I just will not. I'm so fucked up. If I could bring these kids back and they can just take me. And I know everybody's saying, you got kids, don't talk like that, but I feel like I'm responsible. I am so responsible. Like,
somebody died. Yeah, let's be honest. If you was on the airplane, right, and it was a non-function with the airplane, but the pilot is flying the plane, who you think they're going to blame? They're going to blame the pilot whatsoever. Anytime you have a party, you're in a leadership role, no matter how it plays out, if it's not physically your fault, you're still responsible. That's what I mean by you got to take accountability. No, you didn't know it was going to happen. No, you didn't plan this shit. But the fact that it happened, it happened. You can't say it's nobody to blame. You knew that your baby daddy was a gangbanger. Look, for y'all that don't know what's going on, they did a diss song. I can't play it just because of copyrights, but that diss song, they were talking about how, you know, they'd come shoot up the block, and if your kids outside, they getting whacked too, right? And then it turned around and happened to her baby daddy child at her baby daddy's child party. This song was the nail that hit the hammer. You see what I'm saying? I mean, the hammer that hit the nail. That shit right there, y'all should have heard that song, gang. When y'all hear that song, the song was just a vicious song. It was talking about if kids outside. I don't know how to recite it or re-quote it exact because I don't listen to that type of killer music. Anytime you talking about kids and all that getting knocked down, yeah, that's already fast forward. Trash. Nigga, I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? But that diss song is I honestly believe that's the reason why them dudes went over there and did that. Let's go.
Everybody on here with negativity talking about I gave the address. I never gave the address to my baby party. Can you guys? Who I gave the address to is the people that was supposed to be there. Like, come on now, things happen. Just like these people run the streets and be gang members or wherever they want to be, things happen. I just wanted to get on here and let everybody know that I'm so sorry for not reaching back to you guys on social media. I have not tried to end this stuff besides posting the babies and my sister and everybody that has been shot and has been in a gun violence period. I just, please, just any type of funds, any type of anything, just please, even whatever they have to, you have to invite them to you guys' church, whatever, just please reach out to them. Like, just please. They needed more than me, and I know that I'm fucked up because it was my party, but they needed more than me, them baby's mom. I lost it. I'm so lost. It, don't even like me, and they're gonna for sure put me down and try to talk about me on here. They could be in your inbox and saying, sorry, Tracy, I love you, Tracy, and this and this and that, but then they go around and be like, oh, that bitch did this or that bitch did that. I already know how it is. But I just want to reach out and just let y'all please give them parents they need, they funds, they guidance, they comfort, they whatever you guys give them, please. Whether y'all send them to the church, whether y'all send them to talk to a.
How much money are you gonna give them? You got a bank account. None of your kids died. How about you empty your whole bank account and give it to them parents who died? They got to pay for funerals. See, that's what ain't nobody talking about though, right? The funerals are expensive. And let me tell you something. They don't care if you old, young, infant, babies or not. Hey, funeral homes are going to collect a check regardless. So there's 3 people. Let me see what, an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 14-year-old, and a 21. 4 people died. That's 4 funerals that you got to pay for. You understand what I'm saying? You telling everybody, please give up money. How about you and your family give up money? Everything you got, you should be selling it. Because at the end of the day, if you're responsible for them kids, right? Because it's at your birthday party. Shouldn't you be responsible to help fund those funerals? Those funerals, how much is an average funeral? $15,000 to $20,000 each. And if you got some class or you a decent person, but catch it though. Everybody got to understand something. You're trying to exonerate yourself on the side like, oh, it ain't my fault. All right, no problem. But it's your birthday party. You're responsible. So think about this. If I purchase a jumper for my kids at a birthday party, right? My kids didn't pop the jumper, right? It doesn't matter who did it. You're responsible because I gave you the jumper. So if somebody else did it, we can't go after them. That's up to you to go after them. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, a funeral gonna be a cool 20 bands. It shouldn't be, you got a car, sell that motherfucker. You got jewelry, sell that motherfucker. It shouldn't be no way you got jewelry on and 4 people died at your child's birthday party. You should be piss poor at this point. If you really want to show you sorry, you were sitting up here asking everybody to give up some funds. Let the world see you give up some funds. You see what I'm saying? And maybe somebody might be empathetic. Let's go.
Therapist, please just talk to them. Just give them that comfort, my soul to these kids. I will give them whatever, whether if they need another place to stay. Thank you so much. Y'all understand how I just lost these people. I didn't know what to do. I wish they would have just took me. Like, oh my God, like my baby daddy's just sitting here saying like they could have took him. Just take him and bring his family back. And it's like, then imagine how this happened and then they just take Nano and Billy to jail. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Like, come on now, imagine what they thinking behind themselves. They can't do nothing.
Are you overwhelmed by your payday loan debt? Have you taken out multiple loans and struggling to pay?
really appreciate everybody that reached out to me. I love everybody that loved me. Everybody make mistakes, and I did not make that mistake. All I know is I had a birthday party and try to bring everybody together. I don't want to be relevant. I don't want a pity party. I don't want nothing. I just want y'all to comfort them mothers and fathers and kids, period. That's all I want. Just please, like I said again, I'm sorry to repeat myself, but just give them their guidance, their therapy, their resources, anything. Just comfort their mothers from all. They need everything, whether you give them a place to stay or just give them funds, give them a church to go to, give them, whether you send them some food, just anything, just please reach out to them, y'all, please. Like, y'all don't have to reach out to me. I'm all right. I'm just lost because it's my birthday party and all this stuff happened. Imagine, like, come on, all this stuff happened, kids dying, my sister got shot, my fucking little cousin, that don't even have to be in this type of environment at all. Nobody deserved none of this. These kids didn't